This is our first episode of Morir Soñando.
It is. We finally made it happen.
Oh, wow. You look so happy about it, girl.
This is my happy face.
That is not your happy face.
You know when Dominicans take passports? That's my happy face.
That can't be your happy face.
Like inside, I am jumping up and down.
I don't believe you.
I'm being serious.
Glory,
Sasha.
I know you.
I'm being serious.
Glory, I know you long enough to know what I be knowing about you.
I know, but I am happy.
How long we been friends for now?
We're at the mark of, we're about to be 7 years. And they say if you make it past 7, you have a friend forever. So we only have a few more months to find out.
When is our actual like anniversary?
It's like the week before my birthday.
So then we already hit the 7 years.
No, because we met 2019. We're at 6 years. So we really haven't.
I thought we met in 2018.
No, 2019.
How you know?
I just remember that. I remember all the outfits I've ever worn.
You sure it's not 2018?
Bro, don't make me pull. I don't have any photos of you in 2018.
I mean, you don't have to look it up now, but I have a feeling that
It's
I might be right.
It's 2019. You're not right. You're always right, but you're not right this time. It's 2019. We
I'll
met
take your word for it.
2019. And we've been friends for 6 years.
6 years.
Next-
6 whole years.
Next year will determine if you will be in my wedding.
Glory, there's no way. I feel like we've been friends for longer than that.
It feels like we've been friends all our lives.
Honestly, you said it before. You said that it feels like I'm your older sister. Like the older sister.
No.
No, what do you mean?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You're the older sister I never had.
Actually, you are a little bit older than me.
Exactly.
So sometimes you feel like an older sister.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah. But like you feel like a twin older sister. Like, you know, like when you have cousins at the same age?
Yeah, but every time I turn a certain age, you're like, how does it feel being the same age?
You're almost 40.
I'm almost 40?
Yeah, but I'm right behind you.
Okay.
I'm right behind
like how many months if you want to like...
Yo, honestly, because you were born in February, it feels like a year between our age.
It's not.
Yeah.
There doesn't feel that... No.
It's a little bit.
Absolutely
But you're
not.
you're about to be 36 in a few, by the time.
I didn't even say this is why I don't... Yo, Glory, remember... Yo.
You said you would be honest this time.
I am... What do you mean this time?
You'd be honest about everything in your life.
All right, you know what it is? You're right? This year...
You do lie sometimes.
Lie? I don't lie.
Okay.
I omit.
That is a lie.
Omitting is lying?
Yes. I know because I omit.
You don't omit.
I do omit.
Glory does not omit. You do not omit, Glory. Please. You do not omit.
Not here in this dynamic. In other dynamics, I
Glory,
do omit.
you do not omit. What type of dynamic are you talking about? I want to know.
Like at work.
Who doesn't omit at work?
All
You're
right.
not supposed to go in at work and be like, oh, hey, everybody, this is what I've been doing today. And then this morning I was masturbating. Like, you don't do...
Sasha.
What?
You be saying that? Have you had a job?
I've had a job, but that's what I'm saying. At work, I don't go in and say these things.
Okay.
Like, of course, at work, you omit.
I just feel like I feel like I can omit, like in a relationship or whatever. But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
I don't think you could omit. I am an omitter. She's not.
So you agree? You lie?
Omitting is lying?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't know.
I'm gonna put it up.
I didn't know that omitting was lying. So
you've been lying for a long time.
I've been omitting for a long time. I was raised to omit. Like that was like that's part of that's part of my culture.
Bitch, we're in the same culture.
Yes, and you already know does not say nothing is the way to survive.
But so and
I'm from the Bronx too.
You're from the hood.
I'm from the hood.
I am also from the hood, but I'm not like I just feel like people.
Okay.
I just
know what I think.
Can I speak? Damn.
All right, go ahead.
Damn. Day one. Is that gonna treat me the whole time?
I'm gonna let you speak English.
I feel like people from the Bronx think they own hoodness.
Bro, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
I'm gonna let you finish right now.
Because I feel like y'all went through the hardest. Like I get it, the Bronx was on fire. I get it, I get it. The Bronx been through some shit, but like Bronx and Washington Heights, we grew up similarly.
Yes, not the same.
But it's still. What is the hood?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me the hood. Tell me that I didn't grow up in the hood.
All right. I'm not saying that you didn't grow up in the hood. I'm taking that.
You're saying you're hooder.
I do believe I'm hooder. First of all, I'm from the Bronx where hip hop was invented.
We get it.
Okay.
So what else?
It's like right
and
in the backyard.
Salsa. Y'all got
salsa. We got it all, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. But no. And then and it's not only us saying that we're hood. It's all boroughs saying that we're hood because we're the last hood to be gentrified.
Okay.
I mean, once you get to Riverdale has always been nice. It's always been known, like, if you're from New York City, anywhere that the train stops, by that time, like, that whole area becomes like a rural area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that becomes like, so Riverdale has always been nice.
Well, you're just saying that because my family lives up there.
No. My cousin Elise and Elisana used to live there. Okay. And they were going to all the concerts. They were going to all the insane concerts. So that's what I'm saying.
Like, I didn't grow up going to concerts. I didn't grow up watching like that much TV. I didn't really go to movies. I just went to school and went home. Like, I didn't really have any.
What school you went to? That's another thing that
you don't know anything about. Oh, I guess we're telling the people.
Now we're telling the people.
But so you're telling me I'm not hood because I went to high school for environmental studies? What high school you went to?
The hood.
You went to like I went to the hood Heritage Heights or something like that.
Okay, all right, fine. Listen, tell me about your middle school. Tell me about your middle school.
And middle school was crazy. I went to middle school for performing arts. I forgot Broadway Center for Performing Arts. I got
jumped. How was that? You got jumped?
Yeah, like 2 times.
All right, she's from the hood.
How many times you been jumped?
I've been jumped once, but I fought a couple times.
I don't believe you've been jumped. Like, people sat on your face.
Somebody kicked me in my face, and and the brick wall. This is the hood, and the brick wall. And my aunt, I think I tried to tell her the story one time, and she's like, you joking? I'm like, you know what? I'm never gonna tell you this.
Our family never believed anything.
Yeah, because you know what was crazy? I didn't get bruised.
Oh.
So this girl, she it was a brick wall like this, and I forgot what the fight was about. So it's like,
did you start it?
No, but the girl in my crew did start.
Oh, you was in a crew.
Oh my God. I was in the hood. Yeah.
I was also in a crew. I was in La Bella Famille.
I was in I don't even remember the name of our crew. I don't remember.
So it sounds to me like we had similar upbringings.
Wait, but
that's what it sounds like.
It does sound like that. But I'll never forget this, right? So I'm on the floor, and this, like, some girl kicks me. She goes like this, bah, right in my face. And I just remember hitting like the brick.
Bam!
And then
that visual sounds crazy.
Yeah, but for some reason I wasn't bruised.
Okay.
I just kind of.
That you know of.
Maybe that's probably why I can't cry.
That's a different reason.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like maybe something, a wire.
That's why
you
keep getting those headaches.
Maybe, but it was like maybe something wired in my brain. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I feel like when I got jumped, like I feel like a little bit of my face got indented. Why can't I be open with you?
No.
But every time I smile a little bit, you could see a little bit of. I don't know if I was always there, but it was like when I got jumped. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. So it turns out that we're both from the hood.
We're both from the hood.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I feel like I never really spent a lot of time in the Bronx growing up. The Bronx was kind of like in the Lion King, like when you go to that place that you're not supposed to go to. For me, it was like Fordham to me. Like, I only went to
I liked Fordham.
Like, I only went to the Bronx when I had to buy a Sweet 16 dress and Jordans.
Yeah.
And then
shout out to Fordham. So Fordham used to be the spot to go shopping.
And then you would see like the cute boys, easy pickings. Like, it was like that. I only went there for that. But other than that, like, I don't really feel like I had one cousin that lived in the Bronx, but we were like Manhattan people.
This is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, that the Bronx and Washington Heights were completely different. And I'm gonna tell you what.
I do agree that people that I meet from the Bronx are different. And we could get into that later.
I'm just gonna okay. We're gonna get into that later because you hate everybody from the Bronx.
I don't hate everybody, just my exes.
Yeah. Okay. So by the time I was already like a teenager, I was dressing, or like a teenager going like late teens. I was dressing like I look at these girls today and they still dress the same as the black. I still kind of dress like that. The black t-shirts
with the matching belt that matches one of the colors on your sneakers.
The tight pants.
Yes.
Right. But by that time, you go a little later, like late teens, going to early 20s, every girl in Washington Heights started looking like a Kardashian. Yeah. And the girls in the Bronx was still looking like Bronx.
I would agree. I feel like there's
still looking like Bronx. They still had the slick back and we still like pretty much this. Honestly, I just
so you've been wearing the same outfit.
I've been wearing the same outfit my whole life. I'm actually
me
a real
too,
Bronx.
honestly.
But I just I put a little fur coat on it and it looks a little fancy. But I'm like hood.
I've been wearing the same outfit all my life.
Yeah,
a fluffy shirt that looks like I'm going to a baby shower and sneakers just to still have a little hood.
It's like hood princess.
A
kinda
little
thing.
hood. But the thing is that I never fit, like, even if I grew up in these certain, like, I went to crazy middle schools, whatever. I never fit in with like my neighborhood. I don't feel like like I am from uptown, but I don't feel like I represent like the most uptown girl, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah.
there's one thing that people need to like understand too is like you could be from a certain neighborhood. If you didn't hang out in your neighborhood, you are the people you hung out with in high school.
Wow, my brain just exploded.
It's boom, boom,
Because
boom.
I think I really grew up. I lived in uptown. I live in one. I don't want to say the address, but it's like right before Washington Heights. But I spent most of my, like, a lot of my friends there in Washington Heights. But then I also spent time like in Harlem and
Right.
Upper West Side,
Right.
which is still the hood, but because it's like in a nicer neighborhood, people don't
So
qualify that as the hood.
so
Like
here
Columbus Ave used to get crazy.
in 72nd Street?
No, 106th Street. You don't know about that, Sasha, because you probably never did you leave the Bronx growing up?
Absolutely. I
What-
remember I used to there was this like I don't want to say their names, but I used to hang out like on 160 something street with like this group of guys called the
Motherfuckers love a name. They
Yo,
love a name.
oh my God. It was like
Well,
and they used
so
to throw like dope parties. But yeah, you become the people that you hung out with in high school. For me, I did start hanging out in Spanish Harlem.
you became Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican, chacho, bro. They speak the English. No, so listen, so I didn't. When I got a certain age, my brothers was like, "You are not gonna be hanging out in the Bronx." And I remember I would come back home and like the girls who were my age, they're like smoking black amounts.
I had a black and mild face. That's how
You
I
did?
did. It was for a year.
Oh my God!
it was
Who are you?
It was in college.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got arrested, so that's also cool.
How?
I almost got arrested.
You want to tell the people? That's the best part. Because
I'm gonna tell the people because I was smoking weed in Central Park.
oh,
like,
you did tell me about that. You did
at
tell me about that.
15.
Yeah.
And then the cops were like running after us, and I started running, and I never got caught. But it's now I wouldn't get arrested. I
No,
got
'cause
picked
you
up by truancy too. Before
I could see, yeah,
I got picked up by truancy in front of my school.
Wow. Oh, Bob, why?
I have no idea. That was like I'm like, these are the laziest cops I've ever met in my whole life.
They said
Like they
you-
saw me going
They said
into
you
school.
almost made it, girl.
They like clocked it.
Clock that seat.
Clocked it.
No,
So,
I
yeah.
definitely was a product of stop and frisk as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was. Like they used to stop us in the train on the way to school. Or like back home and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we could get deeper
Honestly,
into it.
now that I think about it, we kind of similar.
I don't know. Like it just took us 6 years to get there.
Yeah.
To be like, we have a lot in common.
I guess the way
I
we
just
handle
think
things is
where
different.
we parted ways, and we're gonna talk about this later, is what happened after high school.
Yes.
My stomach rumbling. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I think because I went to college, and
There
we
we
talk
go.
about that is gonna be.
There's if
gonna
Glory
be-
had $1 for every time that she reminded me that she went to college, bro. If she had $1, bro,
But
she
it's-
would have a
but
pension.
I just want to say that I just want to say it does not make me better than you, and that's what we're exploring in this podcast a little bit. It's like what happens to Dominican women when one goes to college and one stays in the meatpacking district.
In the I was partying. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about it.
No, that's what that's what we're here, girl.
So let's
Okay.
talk about it. All right, no. So basically, I didn't go to college, but she did.
But you did.
And
So
look,
you
we-
went to college for a week. You went to BMCC,
That wasn't a week. It was like 6 months. So give me a little more.
and you
rest.
gave up after 6
I
months.
couldn't focus.
But you read so much now.
I read a lot. Like
Okay.
I need to learn on my own time. It was just kind of like what they were trying to teach me. I'm like,
what
I
was it?
don't-
Was it math?
bro? I think it was math, science. I think I took like an art class, like an art.
And you failed art?
No, I just walked out of there. I was like, yo, what the heck?
Because
I think it went deep into like pyramids and stuff like that, and like the art. And even though like I do go to museums and I'm fascinated,
but the crazy thing is that you love
All the stuff.
academia. Like you've read A Streetcar Named Desire. What
Yeah, I
was that
watched it.
big book you read the other day about the Inferno? Something Inferno, Dante's Inferno, something like that.
No, I read the East of Eden.
Yeah, that's like a big important book. I never read that shit.
I'd be reading books, right? I mean, I'd be reading a lot of self-help books.
Okay, so
That's
you
what
feel
I'd be
like you wanted to be academic after the party phase.
You know what? I just, I've never been part of like whatever people are doing. So I'm like, oh, you fucking nerds, you guys are all, studying and shit. I'm gonna be out here. And now that, nobody's studying, like, I want to study now. That makes me different. No,
I'm on
actually,
the opposite wave. I'm like, fuck all that.
yeah, no. Honestly, to be honest, I just have really hard time concentrating. So when I was in school, I could only focus in school. So I would do my homework in school. I never did my homework at home. I never studied. I don't even know what the fuck.
I loved school growing up.
I don't know what studying. I don't even know how to study. I'm learning how to study now, which is like what you're pointing out. You're like, yo, you like to read, you like to do all that stuff. I think my brain just got slower. I don't know. I think my ADHD was like higher before. Anyway, but and also they told my parents I was dyslexic.
But you are.
And I am, but they didn't do anything about it. They didn't do anything about it.
What is there for dyslexia?
They were like, yo, she needs to like get a tutor, like all this stuff. And
in college?
Like, and no, not in college, girl. In elementary school.
And your parents never did.
They were like, aquí ella se va a quedar así. ¿Cuánto es? ¿Cuánto es para un turista? Se va a quedar así. Yeah. Bro, they look. I had a very interesting childhood.
Yes.
So I was like from home to home to home. Right? But amongst my family, we'll get into that another time. But they told them, they told my dad and my stepmom, they were like, yo, this girl be reading words that are not there. And they're like,
what do you mean reading words? Oh, you just make up words?
Because dyslexic is like you're jumping. So it's like the cat went here or whatever. It's like the cat went, like you'll just be like, the cat
in the hat fucked you up.
The cat in the hat fucked
That's what
they
found out.
Yo, so yeah. So I mean, I still have like a little bit of dyslexia. But anyway, the whole point is when it was time to, go to school, it was hard for me to concentrate. I would do my work in school. So I was a C student.
And C is good enough, girl.
No, you were an A student.
I was. But C gets you a degree.
But listen to me. I was busy being the class clown. Like in the yearbook, that's what I was. I was the class clown. I was always like making people laugh. I was performing. There was one time I was failing in my math class and I was nervous because my uncle came to like a parent teacher and he was just like, what is going on? And I was like, man, I can't focus in this math class. And then my math teacher saw me perform at a talent show. And he came up to me, he's like, I'm just gonna give you a passing grade.
Cause you're not gonna need math.
You're not gonna need this type of math. Like this is algebra. He's like, you're gonna be an entertainer. He was like, I know you are.
The irony in that is that I made it to AP calculus.
You did.
I loved math.
That's why your brain be hurting all the time.
It does, but you know why I love math? Because there's always different ways to get a solution, but there's always an answer.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's always an answer. Baby.
That's funny because I feel like there's never an answer.
No, there's always an answer in math.
And math there is.
I mean, you didn't do
in math. That's what I'm saying.
This girl's like, I feel like there's never an answer. That's what you got to see, Sasha.
Exactly.
Now,
but this is our two different philosophies.
I didn't play with math. Like, I was one of the second highest, I had one of the second highest grades in the math B regions when I took it my year. And it's only because I got one question wrong. I would have got 100, honey.
Girl.
Everybody was mad because they thought I couldn't do it. I only was good at math because someone said I couldn't do it. So I was like, you think I can't do math, bitch? I'm going to be the best math bitch on this planet.
The best math.
And I did that. I can't say I remember any of it, but I did that math. It was great.
I love that.
Thank you. Okay, so tell people how we met. I feel like they want to know.
How we met, Glory? I'm going to tell you
how I'm going to tell you what happened.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what happened.
You tell me your POV.
I'm going to tell you my POV.
Okay, and then I'll say my
I was supposed to meet her during a meeting, right? And she came an hour late.
I was not an hour late.
Okay, how long?
Maybe like 15. It was in Brooklyn.
How many minutes were you late?
Probably
30
like
minutes.
Is that your first impression of me? I was late?
Yes.
Wow.
That was.
I'm done. Okay, so what happened?
No. And then, you came through and then
I was there for work.
She was there for work. She did her thing. We're like, oh my God, we're so impressed by her. She was like, I didn't come here to play.
Yeah.
And then now what's the next? No, it's
your point. Okay, I'll tell you the story.
Go ahead.
I had been in a really tough spot in my life. The year was 2019. I had just went through a huge friendship breakup with my closest friends.
Yeah, how many breakups?
Probably 2 or 3. But this is my roommate at the time, who was also my cousin, my friend from college. It was, and I felt like I had one friend who took all my friends. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with friendship for life. I can't trust nobody. Fuck friendship.
Mm.
So then I'm like, everything is business from now on. So I go show up. I guess I was late. I don't remember that. But I thank God that she was so graceful that she still wanted to work with me. So we're working together and I wrap up. And I don't know, I guess Sasha I think you were visiting from LA.
Yeah, I was
So
living
you're
in
like,
LA.
yo, where do you live? I think I gave you I don't know why I gave you my address, but I was like, yeah, I'm up in the Heights, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was that.
But you gave me your phone number first.
I gave you my phone number,
Not
and
just
you're
your
like,
address.
where you at? And I'm like, home. I'm coming through, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. I don't want any friends right now.
Mm.
I live in a trap house right now. Cause I was in
Oh.
I've been up and down, but I was down
Mhm.
during that time. Like I had no furniture. Cause my roommate had took the furniture. We'll talk about housing later, whatever. So I just didn't feel comfortable having guests over, but Sasha just pulled up and I'm like, yo, like, there's nowhere for you to sit. There's nowhere for you to eat. Like, I'm in a trap house. All I had was the apartment and my laptop.
And I was like, I don't care. Anyway, so what are we gonna
She
do?
didn't
What are we gonna
care.
eat? What are we, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
And she was just fun. The thing about Sasha is that she is fun. She is
so
fun. So we just started hanging out, and I was like, you know, I don't want to get too close to her because she's gonna break my heart. Everybody breaks my heart. And 6 years later, she's still here.
Hopefully we'll make it to that.
Let's
7.
see. Let's see. The week before my birthday, we're about to find out.
Yeah, no, I remember it was like your birthday, and you was like, "Oh my god, I love strawberry shortcake."
Yeah, and I'm like talking about how no one ever gets my birthday right. She's like, I have to get strawberry shortcake for her, and you got me strawberry shortcake.
I did.
I was wearing your shirt just like this for my birthday.
Look at that.
Yeah, but that's how we met. It wasn't like this like big romantic.
Nah, I mean it's like a little romantic friendship thing kind of vibe. You know
What I love the most about our friendship is that you've taught me how to be a better person. Because that was horrible. I cut people off all the time. I mean, I still do. I think that one thing about Sasha, she's uncuttable.
Oh.
But I think it's because
Why?
I think that you just actually love me as a person.
I do.
And I love you. And I'm like, that we were talking about it yesterday at dinner.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see my life without Sasha Mercy.
Oh my God.
It's too late.
It's too right.
It's too late.
So so the 7-year doesn't even matter because
no, it does still matter. It's a number, but
oh my God.
But that's what we meant. So we found out today. I'm a little hood. You very hood.
Yeah, no, it's like I think there's a spectrum of hood. I think we're both hood, but I think I'm more hood, than you. Like it's just because I grew up with 6 brothers,
so, that makes
there's
you more hood.
Yes, because there's a lot of hood politics. There's a lot of hood politics that I adopted, and then when I went to LA, I destroyed my career. Because I didn't destroy my career. My career is great, but I'm just saying,
you
like,
was looking at people wrong.
I was just really like this, like looking at them like this bitch is fake, and I'm like, just really on some hood thing versus like
you was You was hood networking.
I was hood networking, and I was just like,
I got my brother,
and I was like, and it's like you go in with this like Tony Montana kind of like thought process where it's just like, all right, you either on my side, and it's like you either on my side or their side, right? And then you start realizing that business doesn't work like that, especially in the entertainment industry.
And business does work like that. You're just not loud about it. Like I think having hood mentality, that's the thing. Like I feel like my hood mentality,
it's not that extreme though. But that's the thing. I went all the way.
I think you did it like
I went all the way hood.
I just feel like there is hood in me, but just in emails.
Like that's where I'm at.
So you started being more like,
you taught me how to send emails, and you taught me the importance of a calendar, how to you know.
But hood, I feel like there's hood, survival hood, and then strategic hood. Because you need to be like book smart and street smart.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the thing. Like my hood is not like, I'm not ostentatious with my hood.
Okay.
You know,
this is what I'm trying to explain. It's like when it comes to the hood, right? Like when you're talking hood, like hood politics, you go, I'm not gonna mess with this person because this person is not messing with that person, right?
I hear you, and there's situations where I do that. I'm just not like ostentatious. I know the difference, but like with the Bronx and what, like Bronx is like, yo, I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't fuck with you. I mean, I feel like with Washington Heights, it's like I'm gonna be around, but just know I see you and you see me, and we see each other,
right?
But we don't have to be ostentatious.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
I was very much
You was
like,
ostentatious.
I don't fuck with this person. Y'all stupid over here in Hollywood. What y'all doing? And then I never got casted for anything.
Oh,
ever
got
again.
it.
So I was just like, but then I started to realize it's like, you got to think of people as like coworkers and family members, right? So it's
that's
like,
a good way to
I think about the collective as a family, right? It's like there's family members that I would never talk to because I just don't get along with them. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to like destroy their image or talk crap about them. And there's people that I'm close with. There's the cousins that I see every holiday season, and there's like you're kind of cool with them, whatever, but you're not that super close. And then you have like your immediate family. So I'm like, that's how I see this industry now. Like to really sit there and like I would sit there and I would kind of like ruminate as to why people were making the steps that they were making instead of like investing in myself and being like, oh, I got to be a better version of myself today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing that's going to talk for you is your work ethic in this industry.
Period.
Whether you like this person or not, whether this person is talking shit about you and this person, I don't have time for you to call me on the phone and talk to me about how you think that this person is thinking about, this person might be thinking about you, but your work ethic is going to be the thing that is going to demolish anything that they got to say about you.
Period,
Pooh. Like, clock that. Period. And it doesn't mean that I have to like, there's like, it is some people, it's like the hood is still in me. There's some people I talk to and not talk to. There's some people that I keep like this, some people I keep close. But I'm not gonna like go out of my way and be like, yo, you filthy fucking bitch. You know, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna do that
I don't think
anymore.
I never done my Scarface moment.
I was like Tony, I thought I was Tony Montana, bro. Like, I was just like, yo, is we on this side or that side? And then they realized
and it be
there
about,
is no, like, I was by myself.
It'd be about the dumbest shit, too.
It'd be about the dumbest shit, too.
Like, yo, you got no loyalty. Why? Because I did somebody's show. Like, what are you talking about?
And it'd be the people that worry so much about what the other person is doing that you could tell is like, oh, you don't even have any workout. Like, you're not, and I'm not saying that as like, oh, you need to like, it makes you better. It's just like, oh, you're not. What I'm seeing is you're not investing in yourself.
Yeah.
You're investing in everything else, like external shit.
So you blame everybody for your circumstance.
Yes. And you know why I'm also saying that? Because I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I was blaming everybody else for my issues. Like my shortcomings, the reason why I didn't get the audition, the reason why that didn't happen. It was because it was everybody else's fault but mine.
Wow,
and it was my fault the whole time because I'm from the hood.
I feel like
I was self-sabotaging a lot. Go ahead.
I can see that. I couldn't. No, I'm saying I couldn't. I'm just agreeing. You said it. I'm agreeing. But I feel like I self-sabotage a lot. But I feel like when I feel like around middle school, cause you know what it is? I went to an elementary school where it was super diverse. And I wasn't gifted and talented. I have to say that.
Yes.
I have to let people know that.
And tell the people the theory about the gifted and talented.
That they are CIA like it was a CIA program to see if you can if you're a little psychic or a little gifted. So they were gonna put you in like fuck all of y'all.
I believe you. I believe you.
Because I'm too psychic. We'll talk about that later. But this is what happened. Like in elementary school, I was in a regular class. I was like socializing, assimilated with it was a lot of Dominicans. Like I was in that class. Then one day they took me out the class.
Oh my God.
They just took me out.
Just like,
and I never saw
none of your little Dominican friends again.
I never saw them again. I was just I didn't.
So who did you see after that?
I was just with white. It was predominantly white kids. There were a few like people of color. It was like 3 of us. And it was very white. So I think that's funny to you?
It is
Sasha?
funny because the way you keep saying it was like very white.
No, because I just feel like that moment in my life took me off the Dominican train. You get what I'm saying?
This is the Lizzie McGuire.
That's where Lizzie McGuire, like I started, like my best friend in elementary school was Karina Cass. I know you get a little jealous when we all have other friends. There were people before you, Sasha.
Yeah.
But my best friend was Karina Cass, this girl, Laura Kagalis, who's like this big cello player. Like,
oh my God.
So I was around like all this shit, like, and like we were building wands in elementary school. Like I was doing other shit. So that's why when people be like, you're not hood, it's like I am. I just got off the train like really early, but then they put me back in the middle school. Mm-hmm. So when I went back to middle, and that's what I'm saying, the CIA fucked me up. The CIA fucked me. Y'all not joking, but this was
I'm not laughing because it's not True, I'm laughing because it's funny.
It's probably, I'm telling you, CIA is behind. This
Oh my
is the
God.
CIA.
Oh my
So
God.
I get put back into these hood conditions, right? Like I'm in a really bad school. They fighting all the time. I'm like, yo, I just came from gifted and talented. I'm only here because my mom didn't know about the regional schools, whatever. We didn't have those resources. So I'm like, Broadway, anytime a school is for performing arts, it is the worst school in the city. So I went to that school. The school is shut down now, by the way. And I'm in that school. I lost my train of thought. The CIA come back.
No, you went in that school. You were becoming Lizzie McGuire.
But we were talking about, what were we talking about?
How you got taken out of the Dominicans
But
class.
there was a reason for that.
Yeah, we were talking about how that was a different trajectory. Like you're still hood, but
Oh,
you
you were
would take.
we're talking about being like hood networking, and I lost the CIA. They just came for me.
The CIA was like, "Yo, she's talking
She's
too much. She's
talking
talking
too much.
That
The point is
they hit
that
your chip right now.
I still have hood tendencies, but I
Same.
think I just kind of learned how to be a little bit more incognito about them. Like I was hood at work. I told my boss suck my dick.
Yeah,
That's pretty hood.
that is pretty hood.
Yeah, it's like 6-figure job, and I'm like, yo, you could suck my dick, but it's like in different circumstances. But yeah, I just whatever. Everybody can be who they want to be.
No,
Okay.
I feel like we have a combination of like also we are Dominican American, right? So
Yeah,
it's
but
like we
I
have the hood.
actually had an interesting conversation with my sister yesterday. We kind of came to the conclusion that we are American Dominican
We are.
because there are Dominican Americans.
Well, I'm a little different because I lived in DR.
I think you're Dominican American. I'm American Dominican.
Okay.
It's just like I feel like we had to assimilate in different type of ways.
But Spanish was your first language, right?
It was. I could not speak. That's what I'm saying. I got put into gifted and talent. I couldn't even speak English. I learned that in a week. And now my Spanish is gone. CIA.
Yeah.
CIA.
So as soon as I was born, 3 months later, I was sent to Dominican Republic, and I lived in Santo Domingo till I was like 6 years old. And I didn't know.
Those are crucial development years.
Yo, for real, man. I can't wait for that one woman show para que todo el mundo se emplote ahí. Anyway, so like I did not know any freaking English, like at all. And so I was talking to a friend of mine, and I just was one of those kids that I was watching telenovelas. Like I was watching like all the Spanish stuff. Like I really was. Luz Clarita,
Okay.
all that stuff. Like I was very like a fan of Thalia, Gabriela Hispanic,
Marimar.
all these people, right? And so they were like, "Oh, you was an ESL kid."
But there's nothing wrong
But
with that.
no, there's nothing wrong with it. But I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah. Like that's also very true. But like again, like being Dominican American and then kind of being in this industry, and moving to LA, I got broken in LA in a different way. Not in a way where if anything, it made my identity stronger. Like what I felt that I was really connected to. I've seen people who are born in New York City who are surrounded by their culture, right? Because I am one of them. But it wasn't until like I was extracted from my home that I realized that there's this rush of like trying to get out of our identity, right? And it isn't until you're pulled out of it and you're like standing solo dolo that you realize that that is such an important part of you, and it's your superpower. So even like being able to be as creative as we are, throwing the Morir Soñando comedy shows,
That's a fact.
it's like, where did we learn that from? From our tias putting baby showers together, from like, you know, my grandfather starting his own company. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot of things culturally that were instilled in us, that instilled in me, and especially that has made me like move forward. Like when people be like, oh, you know, like what made you want to be a stand-up comic? You know, women are quote unquote not funny. I was like, I wasn't raised like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't raised like that.
The women are always the funniest.
Yeah, and the men know that too.
Yeah.
In the Dominican culture, like they know that. It's like, oh no, they laugh as well. So it's not like, so when you go into this medium where it's like just they don't have that context of like the Dominican culture, and they see like, oh my God, this girl's so brave. And it's like, this is us at home, like on the regular, you know?
I think that's interesting because I feel like I actually did, like when I went to college, I know that I bring that up a lot. But it's important because it's about the way that we're socialized. I feel like LA was your college.
Yeah, it was my college.
And I feel like for me, when I went to college, I wanted to get away as far as possible from my identity. I was like, I don't feel welcomed by the Latino community. So I was like, they can suck my ass. I'm out of here. And I just was not, I didn't do no Latino shit on campus. I got
Right.
into one fight because I was dating someone. So the boys got mad at me, the Latino boys, and they're like,
Mhm.
they excommunicated me from
Diablo,
the whole
glory.
culture. And it wasn't until I started doing Morir Soñando that I really started embracing my Dominicanness again.
Yeah, I think that I was more being in the Bronx. I literally did like I listened to more hip hop, more like R&B after a certain age. Like I was more like, oh, I didn't think I would rather listen to hip hop than bachata at the time, right?
Mm.
Even reggaeton. Like I wasn't into reggaeton when I was 15 years old, and it
That's
was
I was reggaeton
no, not me.
down.
I was like, no, I was more like I was more assimilating when I was in I was more assimilating when I was in New York, but it wasn't until I moved out of and was in LA that I was like, "Oh no, this is the most important part of me," you
No,
know?
yeah.
So that to me I'm like and sometimes I see that. I see that in a lot of talented people that they try to rush out of their identity because one it's like maybe it doesn't matter where they're from, but it's like maybe it's instilled in fear or like shame or all these things. But there are elements of those culturally how you were raised that make you who you are and is your super like literally your
Superpower
superpower.
and your survival mechanism.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
So
Dominican culture is upholding me right now during my unemployment era.
right. So
Hey.
hey, and it's another thing too, right? It's like people go, "Oh, but that's too niche." Like, "Oh, you're doing this is too niche, it's too niche, it's too niche." It's like if you're telling a real story, it is a universal story.
Yeah. There's only
Like,
like 5 topics we could talk about. You're just talking about it from your POV.
you know what? And then like us Dominican women, if we talk about our dating life, white bitches are gonna love it because they're gonna be like, "How do we take notes?"
Yeah. And they love being loved
And
Dominicanly.
yeah, they do. They
It's
do.
it's there was like a TikTok going around how Carrie Bradshaw, what she wanted was to be loved Dominicanly.
Ay, Dios mío.
And are you being loved Dominicanly right
I
now?
think so.
Okay.
I
What does
think
that
so.
what does being loved Dominicanly look like?
Being loved Dominicanly. No, actually, I'm not being loved Dominicanly, but
You just said yeah.
I did say
I feel
yeah
like you
because there are
are.
elements. There are
Your
elements.
man is sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
No, I
Do
am
you have
being-
a man? Sorry.
Look, okay, I'm working things out, and we're working things out. Okay, we're working things out.
Oh my God, I'm so
Me and my
sorry.
boo, we
Okay.
working things out. We're seeing where we at.
Mhm.
You think I should be polygamous? That's what you think I
No,
should be.
I don't want to put we talk about it later. I just was asking one question.
But
Are you being
can you talk about it in a more like general
like
way? Do you have to get specific?
I'm not
with them?
being I'm saying are you being loved Dominicanly?
I want to say yes and no because the thing is the way that he shows up, like wholeheartedly shows up, is not Dominican.
Are you sure? Like let's say hypothetically a man
Mhm.
is paying for your rent,
Mhm.
buying your clothes once in a while, maybe years ago, maybe stepped out,
Yeah.
came back, really is taking care of you. Is that not being loved Dominicanly?
Well, that's the thing, right? You have conversations about it, and then we go, "Can I step out?" And then they go, "Yeah, but like, don't tell me about it."
It sounds like y'all both being loved Dominicanly.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
'Cause
wait, there is a
Dominicanly-
conversation. It's like it's not like this is this black and white relationship. It's like, you know, I have this career that I have these dreams
Mhm.
and he's literally by my side helping me
And
freaking
I
make
feel like
those
that's
dreams. And a Dominican man is not gonna do that. Dominican man is not gonna give you everything for you to follow your dreams. He's gonna give you everything so you can make sure that the house is clean and the kids are being taken care of. And if si tú te metes con otro hombre,
but you don't have kids right now. I feel like if you have kids,
if we have kids, then that's different because we already talked about it. Like we will be home, like in a home, like together, like taking care of the kids.
I think we need to unpack what being loved Dominicanly means. I
think that being loved Dominicanly is like the guy. It's more of a thing of like I have you in the house and I am taking care of you so that you could take care of me.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You could take care of me.
You're saying the traditional machismo.
The traditional machismo is you're cooking, I'm cleaning, I gave you kids, make sure these kids are going to school, make sure these kids are going to school and they have an education. So when I get older, they're investing in me or like, you know, they don't put me in a home. It's an investment. Like everything. First of all, we got to talk about like a Dominican woman and a Dominican man, like the way that they get together, that is a business. Immediately.
A little bit
Immediately.
a little bit of an LOC type of thing. But I feel like in my household, the woman has always been the matriarch. Like, I feel like there are two types of Dominican households. There's like the machismo household and the matriarch. And like, I feel like I come from a line of matriarchs. So like, all the men, they're taking care of the women, and the women are cooking, but the woman is the decision maker. Like, he don't have
He's
no
just the
rights in the
head.
house. Yeah.
He's the head and she's the neck.
What?
He's the head and she's the neck. You never heard of that? Like, it's like the person who's the neck is the person who moves.
She's moving everything. Isidra is the one that says what's going on.
Right.
So I'm like, I feel like that could be being loved Dominicanly too. Like, it's like,
yeah, if you're the matriarch of the family, yeah, that could be loved Dominicanly too. But,
I feel like, yeah.
But it's like there is this investment. Like, I remember one time, my friend was telling me about like, no, it was like my hairdresser at the time. This woman called the house. She's Dominican. Her husband's Dominican. He goes to DR, whatever. Then she calls, and she's like, mira, el hombre tuyo estaba conmigo la semana pasada. Y the lady goes, ¿y qué problema?
Right.
She goes, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
And she goes, no, porque me dice que me ama, que me quiere. She's like, mira, la que está pasando por hambre eres tú.
Oh.
¿Por qué me está pagando los biles aquí?
Yeah.
Los hijos míos no faltan nada y tú todavía necesitas esa visa.
I don't even know what esa visa means.
The visa.
Oh, the visa.
And you still waiting for that visa.
Oh.
So it seems like you giving up the pussy for no reason.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Right.
And then she beat his ass when he got home. But that's a different, you know what I mean? She beat his ass.
Yeah, you don't embarrass the family.
That's another thing. That's a very Dominican
like,
shit
you did
too.
What?
Like,
all right.
Oh, see, no, you own it. See, like, yeah, hell yeah, good.
I'm not fighting for no man.
Yeah,
I'm not fighting for no man.
If it's not worth it, like, you know what I mean. But that's, you know, I don't know if a lot of this stuff is gonna make it to the podcast.
The whole thing is making it to the podcast.
Wow,
this is
this is some real.
This
shit.
is what the work is. The work is getting it out.
Well, I'm very grateful that we're doing this.
Me too.
With this podcast, and we're like figuring out our spectrum of Dominicanness. I do feel like the whole thing and our friendship, like how we met and how we came together. I honestly
and growing.
Yeah, and to tie this up in a bow very beautifully is like what bonded us was the vision of creating something that was going to be a staple and a stepping stone for our community, right?
100%.
We're not in a rush, right? Like this is like more of a marathon. It's like just as long as you keep going and you don't stop, I have all the faith in the world that we're gonna get to the end goal that we want.
100%.
And I've seen it a lot. I've been in this industry for a while, and I always realize the star that shines the brightest does not last the longest. Sometimes you see something that's or somebody that's popping up right now, and it's like, wow, and it's like everyone's doing that thing, or people are rushing to get to the next step, and they're not doing the internal work. You got to do a lot of internal work.
It's so much work.
It's a lot of internal work in this industry because you got to think about it. It's like, do I really want to do this? And every day that you wake up is like, what am I really saying? And what am I really putting out there? And like, am I bringing joy to people, or am I part of the problem? And that was always the back and forth dance that I would have. But it's I'm very grateful that we're doing that. We're learning how to, put these things together. And, I just hope that it keeps growing and like,
I think so. I think this conversation is very important. For me, especially, I feel like I have to do a lot of identity work. I always feel like I'm not Dominican enough. And I just feel like you said, it's a spectrum. It looks different. Every like the same way New York means something different for everybody, so does that Dominican experience. And I think after coming back from DR this summer, I'm like, I just have to own the fact that I am a little bit of a gringa. That's not my fault. Like, how are you gonna get mad at me for my family pursuing the dream that we all wanted, right? So now I feel like I'm getting consequences because, like, oh, you are tú eres Dominicana. No. I'm like, well, wasn't that like the goal? Now we have like all these different missions, and it's confusing. So I think part of doing this podcast and even doing the comedy show is, especially doing comedy, is that you have to accept who you are. And something that switched for me this year was like, I used to be like, oh my God, there's an audience like this. Do the other comics like this? And it's like, they're not the one performing. I like me. So if you don't like me, don't buy the ticket. Don't come through. But I like me. I think I have a very important, unique experience as someone that was a CIA operator.
That's right. The CIA right here. You listening here first.
As a CIA agent. And I'm like, I don't care no more. Like, so I feel like it's important because I feel like right now like the Dominican mainstream media is, and I enjoy it. Like,
Me too.
I think it's fun. I look at it from like a different vantage point of like, I wish I could be Casa a lo Foca Dominican, but
Yeah.
I'm more like Lizzie McGuire Dominican.
Bro, I've
And-
been watching little clips of Casa
Yeah.
de Foque and I'm like, this is so brilliant.
It's I think it's brilliant. I think it's also like very complicated.
I'm cracking up because
But-
it's like bro, streaming university. Remember, you was so
I
upset
hated
about that.
streaming
And, but,
university.
like, look at where we at. But yeah,
So-
so we're doing it.
We're
the
doing it.
culture is coming up. We want to show a different spectrum of it. It's true. When I went back to the art and I met my dad's side of the family, they were like, "Tu eres gringa." And
They
then
called you a gringa too,
Yeah.
even though you lived there until you were 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Because I said instead of 14, I said 14.
That's what you know.
I was like, "Ay, sí, 14." They're like, "Mira, muchacha, 14."
Oh my God.
Then my cousin was like, 14. Anyway, so
Oh.
I remember we went to the La Loma, and there was like this like mountain that we had to climb, and I was climbing it so fast. He's like, "No, es verdad, ya uno de nosotros."
No,
She's
what?
like-
There's
she's like,
the
"Eso-
traits are there.
The traits are there. The traits are there, and that's how. With these traits, even though we're not as Dominican as we think we are, with these traits, we are
We are
creating
Dominican.
an empire. Let's go.
100%. So before we wrap this episode, I know you want to. I know. I just feel like wrap it up. I know when you're ready to wrap.
No, but
Well-
I'm gonna let you tie this up.
No. You tied it up. I just wanted to just give people a preview of. I was trying to get in there, but you were doing such a great job.
Yeah.
I just want people to know what can they expect from this podcast besides like what you just said. Like, are we going to be doing facts, like a little bit of historical?
What
talking
you
about
say? Oh, fat.
facts? What did you think I said? Yeah, like facts, talking about our dating life, like just some other topics that we'll be covering.
Yes.
in
So
our
the next
journey.
topics, we're gonna be talking about dating life. We're gonna be
Mhm.
talking about, are we becoming our parents?
A little bit.
Oh my God. Are we?
BBLs.
BBLs, plastic surgery. Do we want that? Do we not want that?
Yeah.
How
I
do we
think-
feel
I
about
think-
ourselves? Are we beautiful? You know, I feel like we're beautiful enough.
I'm like, yes, absolutely. Look at you.
Look at you.
You just came from a library.
Oh my God. I was
were-
reading some books.
You a reader.
Anti-disestablishment imperialism.
She loved my academic. So yeah, I'm excited
Imperialism.
for this journey,
Yeah.
and thank you everyone for following.
Oh.
And it's gonna be great.
Yes, and thank you for subscribing. And
Make sure you
know,
share this.
yeah, thank you for subscribing to this channel because we want to continue doing more and connecting with you guys and connecting with everyone. And also, like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel Dominican enough? Like,
Oh,
do you feel Latino enough? Like, what are things that you saw in this episode that you truly relate to? And we could talk about it. I'm thinking like in other segments, we'll like, if you give us permission, we'll put your quotes up and, you know, we're more interactive. It's
that.
about me. It's about us
Yeah.
together, collectively growing. That's what I want.
I like it.
I like it.
So what we do? We clap. We walk off. What do we do? Thank you.
And this episode is a Rapi Tapi Tiki Taki. All right.
Goodbye.